It's been a couple months coming, but the newest update for Don't Starve Together is finally here, everyone. And it's definitely going to be stirring up a little drama for sure. We have got ourselves an awesome looking set of quality of life tweaks that will certainly make for their own video or two beyond today. And then we've got the side of the update that's the actual content release, and it's almost purely for show. Pun intended. Allow me to explain, while also introducing you to the newest set piece found in our worlds, Charlie's Stage. They appear to generate with two unique stagehands, a playbill pedestal, which will be very important moving forward, a mannequin already dressed to impress later, and of course, the performance stage itself. Now, like with most fresh locations in this game, the stage's specific spawning mechanics are going to be in question for a wee bit. However, I will say that several of my beta worlds generated them in Rocky Land for whatever reason. That said, both the stage and its corresponding Briar set piece generations might just be totally random as always, given how I have both right next to each other in a flippin' forest here. But hold up, Beard. What is this Briar set piece nonsense? Ah yes, there is even a second newer set piece in Don't Starve Together, folks, and it may prefer grasslands. However, even that's unconfirmed at this point. But enough faffing and guessing about. Let us just find and interact with these things, yes. This here is what a Briar set piece will actually look like with its overgrown statue and 4 briar bushes. Be mindful though, these briar bushes are painful to the touch, and let's just say they're not exactly bushes. Briar Wolves will spring into action if messed with, but at 50 health and 10 damage apiece, I really wouldn't worry about them all that much. Finding this set piece is paramount though for this update in particular, as these hounds will drop the costumes we will be needing very shortly. Masks too, mind, of which there are 7 total, and no, I'm not joking. Technically there's 9 and we'll get to that, but for now, note you're looking for the doll, tree, fool, blacksmith, mirror, king, and queen outfits if you want them all. And don't worry about any duplicates and or missing items, as all 4 Briar Wolves will be respawning from these very same overgrown statues in under a day's time, even if the statue is mined for its marble. But what about that stage, Beard? Any interactions beyond the obvious performances coming up? Not really, honestly. I mean, we can absolutely mess with the weird stagehands that apparently have 2,924 health and deal a whopping 80 damage each. However, I don't think anything happens past them hitting us back. In fact, I don't even think they can die. So don't even try it, as all their health will return immediately. It's strange, very strange, and if you found anything that I didn't, please let me know. But once you discover the true interactions with the stage, the real fun begins. If you're one to watch a play that retells a story you already know, and paints somebody in a better light than they should be, that is. But folks, reading the playbill is going to give us an idea of what to wear on stage before starting a performance, and once we do, we're going to progress through an actual and quite lengthy stage play that will have multiple acts, scenes, costumes, and more. Plus, we're even going to have a couple of new Mockingbird spectators too. I don't wish to spoil too much here for those wanting to experience the majority of the beta themselves, but I will detail how a couple of extra masks are going to be coming into play, like the cracked doll one here. You will get it early into Act 1, and we'll be using it up until the end of Act 1 once we start getting the blacksmith and king costumes into play, as you can see. Carry onward if you can to begin Act 2 though, and almost immediately, the story will progress to a point of no return, and then the Shattered Doll mask is going to enter the fray. Now, as far as I can tell, this is the only way to get both of these masks, so get to acting your chops off for sure. You will then progress through a lot of Act 2 with just the mirror and king costumes, and the play will go on about finding the king to use his magic to not only free the mirror, but quote-unquote fix the doll. But once Act 3 begins, we will also get a jester in on the action as well. So continue the performance, and whoever is playing the doll will automatically change into the queen's outfit, which is kind of odd, because the queen's outfit also drops from the Briar Wolves from earlier, but perhaps that was an oversight. Whatever the case may be though, you will eventually reach the end of a very familiar, yet somewhat twisted tale, and then Nothing. Literally nothing will happen. You will be able to redo the play, sure, but there doesn't appear to be a single reward or bonus for those who perform and or those who spectate nearby as far as I can tell. Yeah, it's not great, but it does get oddly better in a weird fashion, so don't fret yet. For you see, this stage is hiding a ton of special interactions with not only the numerous combinations of costumes we can now don, be the performance a tandem or solo show, mind, but also all the survivors alone. For example, Maxwell will pretend like he's doing his old show in San Francisco with the Codex Umbra in hand and all of his shadow puppets. Be warned, however, going against what the playbill suggests not only will spawn a set of Briar Wolves in retaliation, but will put the stage itself in a 5-day cooldown. Here's the thing though. That might just be worth it early on, as those particular wolves drop a random set of loot from weapons, clothing, tools, and more. Heck, sometimes they even drop food too. It's honestly the most interesting part of the whole update, and we get to have some character-specific fun along the way as well, with the whole unique stories being told. So enjoy it. Oh, but before we go, no, you do not have to have actual friends to do any of this at the end of the day, not when those mannequins we mentioned are actually available to craft at will. Now they are essentially displays pretty much, as they can hold and wear pretty much anything we do, so that's pretty fun. However, they are also stand-ins for these very plays if needed. Swap whatever outfits you need with ease, and get to performing for minutes on end for no reward at the end of it. And no, that is not a joke, unfortunately, at least as far as I can tell. That there was Don't Starve Together's newest A Little Drama update, everyone, so take it or leave it as it is, because that's all I found. I mean, I guess the whole setting the stage thing makes sense now, but this is totally just a quality of life update at this point, with a really weird cherry on top of it, if you catch my drifts. We'll see what happens, I suppose, moving forward, as I suspect there's going to be more plays to come, but this was kind of questionable. But I'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye!